familiar faces who are here, and for those who just walk up, welcome to the 35th anniversary Sonic voice actor panel and Q&A. I'm your host, your friendly neighborhood Sega historian and Sonic fan since 1991, G to the next level. How y'all doing today? And it is my privilege and honor to introduce the guests of honor that will be joining us on this panel, and then to answer your questions out here today. So, first and utmost, I believe it is right to introduce this gentleman first, because he is the one and only. Without him, there would be no Empire. There would be no Badniks. There would be no villain for Sonic to vanquish. Mr. Mike Pollock! And introducing next, I can't introduce the Eggman without introducing his lovely daughter. Give it up for Ryan Bartley!
Long live the Egg Empire.
Always. All hail. All hail. Next up is the one who gave us the voice of the wonderful and probably one of the most adorable, precious, and most caring characters in the entire Sonic franchise, the one and only Cream the Rabbit. Give it up for Michelle Ruff! And last but not least, it is Sonic's 35th, it is Shadow's 25th, it is Rouge's 25th, but did you know that it is also a certain other Hedgehog's 20th? Yeah! Because even though 20 years ago we might have gotten Sonic the Hedgehog, but if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have one of the most iconic lines in the entire franchise, and one of the characters that bring us the most symbol of hope, the symbol of heart, the hope of the future. Give it up for Mr. Pete Capella! And an amazing singer too. Just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you!
All right, so let's go ahead and get this started, and we're gonna jump right in. So, for those of everybody who might not know who you are, introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi, I'm Mike Pollock, and I've been Dr. Eggman for 23 years in next week, the 23rd. Thank you very much. 23rd and the 23rd, whatever that means. Other stuff, 4Kids TV, if you're of a certain age, you'll know me as the mayor and Samo the bartender and Kirby right back at you. Meat and Ultimate Muscle, Langston Licketoad and Viva Pinata. Anime fans might know me as Don from Berserk. And also in the Sonic franchise, Ella the Maid in Sonic X, and Fastidious Beaver and the Mayor in Sonic Boom, among others.
Hello, I am Ryan Bartley. I'm the voice of Sage in Sonic. Thank you. I'm also Rei Ayanami in Neon Genesis Evangelion. I am Komugi in Hunter x Hunter, Makomo in Demon Slayer, Shoko in Jujutsu Kaisen, Nisox in New Panty and Stocking, Kari in Digimon, a lot of Rom in ReZero, Pom Pom Pudding in Hello Kitty, and a bunch of other characters. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for having us.
Woo!
Hello, I'm Michelle Ruff, voice of Cream the Rabbit and Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm also Rukia Kuchkin Bleach, Sinon from Sword Art Online, Yoko from Gurren Lagann, Luna from Sailor Moon.
Yeah!
Yukari and Kawakami from the Persona franchise. Woo! I know. Everyone loves Persona. And many others, but I won't continue on because we need to hear from Pete.
Hi, I'm also Michelle Ruff, and
To the voice.
I'm Cream the Rabbit.
hi guys, I'm Pete Capella, voice of Silver the Hedgehog. Thank you guys. Dexter from Yu-Gi-Oh!, Tanner Christensen from Most Popular Girls in School. I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. Who needs to hear all of our credits, right? I mean, if we could sit up here for hours. We could sit, if we got listed credits, Ryan Bartley would be here for 300 years. That is one working person. But yeah, love you guys. And most importantly, this weekend, collaborator with Bentley Jones, which was so lovely. Thank you guys for coming out to the concert last night.
For those of y'all who saw the concert last night, that was incredible. I literally cried during that, so that was amazing.
Little known fact, someone else also cried. His name was Bentley Jones,
Yes.
and he lost it in the middle of our song.
Yes.
It was really great. We were both getting very, very emotional. Yeah, it was really beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, beyond the voices of Sonic himself, so listening to the other characters that you voiced between anime and video games, for the iconic characters that you played within Sonic, have you felt that the traits of that particular character, have you taken those and kind of melded them into your other roles? Like, say, roles of Eggman or Sage or Cream. Have you melded them into your other roles?
It's been 23 years and old and crotchety, getting a lot closer.
No, I don't think so. I love that silver is the symbol of hope, but I try to approach every character in a different way because that is honoring the writers. You know, I find whatever the writers do. So if there is someone that like it has silver's traits, then amazing. But I don't. You know, it's hard as an actor. You just want to do everything. So you want to. I don't know. I try not to. I guess.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah, I would say no, not for Cream. I mean, she's 6. I mean, we were talking about it, like, she got her driver's license in Crossworlds, and we were trying to, like, I was trying to reason that, and someone said, well, maybe it's in, like, rabbit years, you know? So I was thinking, well, since we're celebrating the 35th year of the manga, maybe she's 35.
Rabbits do multiply.
You know? But even still, she doesn't really sound like any of my other characters, or she's really like the nicest character I probably play. So.
Yeah, I was making the same joke about Sage. Like, oh, Sage got her driver's license. Well, I guess old enough to drive. I don't know. But no, there is, I think one parallel that people bring up a lot is the character is very similar to my character in Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is Rei Ayanami. It's voiced by the same person in Japanese. The same person that plays my character in Evangelion plays Japanese Sage.
I didn't
and
know
the
that.
arc, the story arc is, the emotional arc of that character is very similar to Rei's story. It's the search for the humanity in the AI, the ghost in the shell. Like, it's this how human is she storyline of growth, of self-exploration, of figuring out, you know, what is human, am I human, you know? That's kind of the same journey that that my character in Evangelion is on. So there's a lot of parallels there in so many ways. And so many people have said the bosses in Frontiers are very much like the angels in Evangelion, and there's like all these kind of parallels. So and the voices are similar. I mean, like I said, even in Japanese, it is the same actress. So that is actually pretty. And I auditioned for Sage not even 3 months after Evangelion came out on Netflix, the version that I was in. The audition for Sage came to me within a couple months. It was like right on the cusp of that, and I was very much still in that headspace, so I was ready to create that character. I had just done this deep dive into that character in the most like existential way possible. So I was very, very, very ready for that audition when I got it as Sage, and you know, that worked out for me. The universe is weird like that. Like, things just kind of happen like that as they're supposed to. So, which was a really dark, like, Evangelion was a very dark experience in a lot of ways. So I'm glad that, like, there was something on the other side of that for me to kind of take some, you know, comfort in, I guess. Because I was kind of like, why did I go through all this? You know, it was a very depressing kind of journey in a lot of ways. So this is kind of the silver lining in a lot of to that journey. But so there is kind of a parallel there that I cannot be ignored. People bring it up a lot, so I have to say yes. In that case, yes. My journey as an actor. It's kind of the reverse of what you asked, though, because it's not that Sage influenced that character. It's that another character sort of influenced my my conceiving of what Sage might be like.
Right, but you all said this so very well in the fact that even if there is going to be some parallels, you still brought your own unique spin to it that doesn't quite carry over, even if it is the same actor behind it, or even if the characters do have some similarities. You brought your own unique spin to it, and y'all are awesome for that. So, wonderful, wonderful. When you, and actually I guess this is a good way to roll into this question, especially with Ryan, when did you feel and actually I can't wait to hear your answer for this, Mike, too. When did you feel in your hearts when you got this particular role that you knew this was going to be huge? Like this is going to become such a huge aspect and impact on your career and your life?
Social media was in its infancy, barely even back then, but there were...
What year was it?
The 2003 was Sonic X. Wow. So, thank you. Thank you.
I wasn't on social media that year.
Hey, I was good watching it.
There were bulletin boards on the internet so there was at least one Sonic bulletin board where people wrote words saying lovely things and not so lovely things because it's the internet. But seeing the bulletin boards and seeking out information and seeing what people were saying, and people seemed to like it, and that was really cool. And then social media came and all hell was broken loose. But apart from that, Sonic X hit the courts, and that was really cool. Awesome.
I mean, it was surreal. Like the whole experience is surreal. It's weird to be the new Sonic character. Like that's a very humbling thing. I hope I deserve it. I'm just trying really hard to keep deserving it because that's even I have friends in voiceover that are like arguably more successful, whatever that means, than me. Their dream is to be in a Sonic OC, you know, or some sort, you know what I mean? Like to be the first voice of a new Sonic character. I have friends that have openly told me that. Like that is my ultimate dream, you know, and so it's weird. It's very weird to have done that. I know it's a trip. So I just feel really grateful, and I want to say like during the recording of the first of Frontiers, the first time I was Sage. And for those of you who don't know, she's in Crossworlds as well, and then she's in the podcast now, which you guys should listen to if you haven't.
Yes,
it's so funny.
Yes,
good.
it's so
It's called Chaotic
Super
Space
fun.
Files. It's so funny. It's so great. But yeah, during the recording of the first game, yes, I was nervous the whole time. Like, are they going to recast me with a celebrity? If they put an offer out to like some celebrity, I'm sure who wouldn't want to be the new Sonic character, you know what I mean? Like people would say yes to that, of course they would. So yes, the whole time I was nervous, like am I gonna get recast? Am I gonna end up in the version of this game that ultimately sees the light of day? Who knows? Because we have to keep this secret for years, you know? And it was literally years we were working on that game. So yeah, I'm shocked, I'm just as shocked as anyone else that it happened, that it went to shelves with me in it, and that I'm still in it. It's all a dream come true, and I promise to just keep trying to deserve it.
You do deserve it.
You do deserve it.
Thank you.
You do.
1000%.
I've directed this girl. She is so talented. Like, you definitely deserve it. So Cream the Rabbit, funny story. I did not audition for Cream the Rabbit. She was handed to me literally on a silver platter. Like, I consider it a silver platter. A silver platter. Silver. Okay, maybe it's gold. A gold platter. And I didn't really know much about the Sonic universe per se. And at that point, this was in 2010. So I've been playing Cream the Rabbit since 2010. It's been 16 years. She was not really very active in a lot of games after that. She's recently made a comeback, like over the past few years, which I'm really, really happy about. And like I said, she got her driver's license, which, and apparently she's really strong and she's a great driver, so go figure, I don't know. But did I know at that time how it was gonna affect me? Like it would be 16 years later and I would be sitting up here at a convention specifically for this game. If you had told me that, I would have been like, yeah, right, okay, whatever. But here we are, and honestly, I am super grateful as well. Like, I just, you know, every day that I get to do what I do for a living, I pinch myself. Like, I'm obsessed with the work that I do. You know, I think that's one thing, being an actor and a voice actor. When you enjoy your work, it doesn't feel like work, it feels like play. Like, I get to play, you know, when I'm in the studio, so. And it's like, oh, you know, we have the movie coming out, and it's Amy Rose's arc, and I know she's been cast by celebrity. You know, is Cream gonna show up? Probably, maybe, you know, recast with a celebrity. Like the chances of me being asked to do that are slim to none. I would love to, but you know. give me a call. But yeah, so no, I had no idea how it was going to affect my life. And I'm super, again, grateful. Great for all of you guys. Grateful for the opportunity. Grateful to Sega.
We're grateful for you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet.
Man, it's 20 years of Silver, which is such a cool thing. And obviously, you know that there have been 2 other Silver voice actors, and I think they both have done wonderful jobs. I never thought this was going to be what it is, to be very honest with you. I recorded in 2005, 2006 for Sonic 06, and that came out, and then I moved to Los Angeles because I booked a TV show. And I was like, cool, I am Silver, and I recorded 10 more games from Los Angeles remotely, never thinking that anyone cared. Like, I never knew that anyone cared at all about Silver or Sonic, and for years my wife would be like, hey, why don't you like do something with your Sonic stuff? And I was like, because no one cares. Like, no one cares. It was always like the fun fact that I would say in an acting class or to a casting director, but I never thought anyone cared. And then somehow, I was asked to appear at some conventions, and I met all of you guys, and you guys are the reason why this matters. So yes, we love doing it. If you're not playing, you're not acting. You know what I mean? Like we love what we do. We're so lucky, but we're lucky because it connects with you guys, and I think like you need to credit yourselves for keeping this franchise alive, because without you, Sonic doesn't last 35 years. Truly.
Thank you, Pete.
Indeed. So he's still going 35 years and probably for another 35 years plus. So 1,000%.
When we're up here as like half-dead skeletons celebrating the 70th anniversary.
I'll be like, hello, Mr. Sonic.
Nice. So when going through the various characters of Sonic throughout the years, do you feel that there is, well, let's say it this way, is there any other character within the whole Sonic universe that you would love to portray?
I want to say mine, but he's sitting on the stage with me. So I don't want to portray him anytime that Mike Pollock is doing it, but I think doing Eggman would be so much fun because I want to be the bad guy. Like, I'm already the nice guy, and Silver's like the hero, and also he's cute. I want to be the scumbag bad guy.
Sometimes it's more fun to be the heel, trust me.
Absolutely. But I will never even attempt to do it while Mike Pollock is still walking this earth, because he does it perfectly.
I mean, not that I would ever get to play Dr. Eggman, because I would not really in the vocal range. But it would be fun to play a villain. I think, yeah, you probably have the most fun. Yeah, you do.
Hey.
Keep going your toes.
He already has an air, okay? Get in line.
I would never want to step on anyone's tails.
Sonic Boom had me playing Sonic in an episode, sort of. It wasn't, thank you very much, it wasn't great. But it did prove a point, and it was fun. And Roger was fun playing Eggman.
What was the point?
They switched personalities, that classic trope. But they kept their bodies and just kept the...
It's Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
So
And
you had to be like cocky.
I was being all Sonic, and yeah, it was exactly what they wanted, which is unfortunate.
I thought it was brilliant. That's just me though. And Sonic Boom is just a wonderful cartoon. So,
Yeah,
yes.
I'll agree.
All right, I got one last question for y'all, and then we'll turn it over to the Q&A. Because I know we got a lot of y'all are ready to answer some questions, so get ready to start your questions ready. One last one that I have for you all is, do you have any particular favorite fan stories or experiences that you've met throughout the times? Whether it be somebody giving you something that they've crafted, that they've made, or told like a story of how you impacted their life that speaks the most to you that you'd like to share.
All of them? Everyone, well, in recent years, people reminding me how I've been their childhood and I feel some oldness. That's me, that's not you. But all of them is like, that's so touching, because I remember in my childhood, you know, Mel Blanc made my childhood. He's not around to thank, but he's good too. Thank you very much. And so if I can be the Mel Blanc equivalent of another generation, that is an incredible compliment.
I have found this lucky thing where I'm very outspoken about my beliefs online. As I feel like we all are. But Silver has gone beyond the games and become a representative of those who are underrepresented, whether that be the queer community or a BIPOC community. And I love that more than anything in the world. So every one of these interactions means the world to me, but I remember specifically, I was at Toronto Fan Expo, and I watched a young lady get wheeled in her wheelchair by her mom, and then I saw her very, you know, with so much pride get out of that wheelchair and put crutches on and make her way up to my booth. I'm gonna attempt to get through the story without getting emotional, and walked up to my booth and said, hey, I saw that panel where you said the future is everybody. Well, it made me have the courage to come out to my parents, and this is my mom, and she fully supports me. And we were bawling. I literally had to take, I said to my agent, I was like, I need 10 minutes, and he was like, what did someone do? And I was like, no, I just had the most beautiful interaction. And so when you guys come to my table, and you see that picture that says the future is everybody, that young lady drew that picture, and it's been on my table ever since.
Wonderful. Yeah. The symbol of hope, the symbol of the future. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, all of our interactions with you guys are so meaningful. I do remember recently there was a girl that came up to me, and her dad was actually the Sonic fan before her, because, you know, 35 years running now, right? And Sonic Frontiers was the last game that she played with her dad. And it does have a lot to do with that daddy-daughter relationship, so that was, and she loved, you know, it was a very special experience for her to get to play that with her dad, and, you know, so yes, there's some moments where we cried out with you guys, and like, it's very humbling, and, you know, your stories really touch us, and that one for sure sticks with me.
Woo!
I have one to follow, but it's going to pale in comparison. Somebody shrieked at me a couple events ago because he didn't expect to see me, and he suddenly said, hi, and it was hugging, and it was delightful. It's like, okay, a shriek is always nice.
Shrieks are nice. Oh my gosh, I've just been sitting here trying to pick one story because there's been so many moments that are just so touching. I can't pick one. You know, I mean, I've had kids come up to my table who like tried to commit suicide a few days earlier, like, and who I'm like, you know, thank you for being here. Thank you for being alive. My God, let me hug you. Let's talk, you know? There's so much love in this community, and not only do you guys support each other, but I am honored when I am able to support as well. You know, sorry.
Now that everyone has cried.
Let's hear your question. Yes. The impact that you all gave to everybody, to influence their lives, to continue living, to go for the next thing in their life, that's incredible. And I cannot stress that enough how incredible that is. So give it a round of applause for them, seriously. All right, let's get your Q&A questions going. Got a microphone right here. So I really only got 2 rules for everybody. One question per person. Let's try to keep it brief because we're gonna have a nice long line. I want to get everybody in. And then 2, please keep it respectful. That's really the only 2 rules I have.
Here's my question. So, what is something you'd love to see from your character that hasn't been really explored quite yet?
My answer has to do with Ms. Ryan Bartley, because I love the idea of what that corn art guy did, where they explore the future, where Sage has taken over Eggman's mantle and Silver's still fighting for that future, and it's Mad Maxy, and it's cool, and it's desolate, and like, Give me that grinding, gritty, dirty story of that future. I think it would be so cool. Plus, Ryan and I have never voiced anything together, and I would love to make that happen.
You guys showed me that. That sounds awesome.
That would be fun. I would love to see Cream the rabbit come into her own. Like, she literally can fly with her ears, and we get like little like Easter eggs of that throughout the games, but she's never been like really explored, I feel like, as a character, like in full. So it'd be really great for her to have a little bit more character development and maybe a story surrounding her. So maybe one day, that'd be really fun.
As someone who grew up with the Advanced series, it was always just fun because Cream completely breaks the game with her flying in Advance. So it's always a blast.
There's so many possibilities with Sage because she's such a mystery, and she's also developing very rapidly. Like, she's changing and learning and evolving so fast. I think it'd be cool to see her get corrupted and like where she's like the villain of a game. A Sage like VR game, it seems like a no-brainer. Like, come on, Sage's Cyber World, like I want to see that. That would be so cool. I also think it's funny to see like, okay, her interactions with all of Eggman's other creations. So like, I want to see her meet Orbot and Cubot. What is she really? She already kind of hinted like, oh, would they be my brothers? And Eggman's like, yeah, I guess so. So like, let's see her like meet them, and I think it'd be so funny to just see their interactions. And she also is amused, like she giggles a lot. Like she is not prone. She's stoic, but it's cute when she breaks, and she does find some characters very funny. And so it would be great to see her giggling at something that Sonic did or something that Orbot and Cubot did. Also, I think a Tails Sage team up would be really cute because they share similar interests, right? He's kind of the tech guy of the good guys, right? He's kind of the nerd, the scientisty guy. So I think she would want to learn a lot about him. I've actually thought about this a lot. I'm like, she would probably call him by his full name. She'd probably call him miles per hour. And like, I can imagine like how she would address him, like she would be like, very interesting, Miles per hour. Tell me more. Like, she could learn from him, and they could have their own little team up or their own little side story, especially because the Tails story right now, emotionally, like, it is kind of about him finding his own. Like, a lot of that's what's come up recently is like, is he going to go off on his own? Like, is he mature enough now to have his own little adventure or something? So I think a Tails Sage team up could be really cute. And I would love to see them interact more. So there's like a lot, all of those things seem like good ideas. That's just me spitballing. So like, just call me. But like, I have so many thoughts on how she would, maybe interact with all these. The Silver Sage thing would be fascinating to see. Like, bring it on, all of it.
I could predict the very first one, what you're talking about, like corruption. I could predict that happening.
Yeah, totally. And then she goes really evil. Like, if she gets corrupted, then, Eggman has to stop her, like she goes like too far, Yeah.
What would you do to stop her, Mr. Eggman?
Well, there's got to be an off switch in there somewhere. Yeah, but I guess a simple reboot turn her off and back on again and see what that does. But I think Eggman should have more kids, but they should all be terrible twos and bratty.
That would be scary.
Thank you. Come on up.
All right, testing 1, 2.
I can't hear you.
What?
All right, so I have a question mainly for Pete. Since a little birdie told me you really like comics. So,
I do.
So if Marvel and Sonic decided to cross over, like how like DC did with like Batman and all those guys, which Marvel character would you cast as like any Sonic character? It could be yours or someone else.
Someone gave me the answer to this weekend that I never thought about. So I'm a huge Marvel fan, huge comic book fan, bigger X-Men fan. I love the X-Men so much. And then someone gave me the best idea, because I was always thinking that, like, you know, Silver had to be either Cable or Gambit, and someone said, no, Silver's the Scarlet Witch, and it blew my mind wide open. I thought it was the most brilliant thing, and so 100% Silver and the Scarlet Witch, that would be the coolest thing ever.
All right.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Good question. Thank you.
I'd like to start off real quick by saying thanks for celebrating the 35th event of Sonic with us. Okay, question for all of you. What has been your favorite part of playing your characters?
I think she's so far removed from like my life today that when I'm in the booth, it's like I said before, it's like that playtime, you know? I get lost in it. It's like I have, it's almost like an hour or two of like total respite from the world. And it's super fun. Like, wow, I get to go in and play a sweet, cute, polite little 6-year-old girl. And who's funny, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's like I'm not 6 years old anymore, but I get to be one on a video game.
I love the catharsis. If something's on my mind, I get to yell my frustrations out for up to 4 hours for fun and profit.
I like that. First of all, I love that you guys connect with Silver so much, and he's given you like some of the stories that I hear about how he, his hope gave you hope is a beautiful thing. But I don't know. I think a lot of you know this, but his voice was based on my brother, who's no longer with us. And every time I do his voice, I get to honor someone who we lost, which I think is just such a beautiful. So if you're asking personally, there's so many great answers of like for you guys and for the games and but like for me personally, every time I do Silver's voice, I get to think of my brother, which is such a wonderful thing. Yeah.
I like the moments where Sage is like giving out like sick burns, like very, very dry and like analytically and logically without emotion. She just totally tears you apart. And it's really, it's funny. And I like doing the line and then seeing all the people on Zoom or the producers or the director just like start laughing and they're just like, that was perfect. Like it's just so funny and just like, just the right amount of emotion to make it totally vicious accidentally, but in her little innocent way, and yeah, just it's very fun. I can feel it. There's an interesting thing that happens when you really lock in. You feel it in every part of your body when you're that character. Like it's the placement of the voice in your body. It's how you stand. It's how your body feels as that character. It's just this whole thing, and I feel it so deeply with that character now that even if time has passed, when we're back, it's like it's a different thing. Like I stand different. I move my head differently. It's totally its own thing, and I know I'm locked in, and they know I'm really locked in, and like it's weird to be that on the same page with someone, and I'm very on the same page about what this character is right now with the team, and we can all just tell, like we know, and we're calling, like the director's calling takes, and I know which one he's gonna, like we know what Sage is now. Very, we're really acutely tuned into her, and it feels really good, and it comes really easily for me because I've done so much work as other characters that are similar that I'm just like really locked in now, and it's very clear it's just right. It's interesting, and I don't know if I always have that with characters, but we have it with Sage for sure.
Ryan will be giving out sick burns at her table after this.
Has voicing Sage has voicing Sage changed the way you interact with chatbots?
Affirmative.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for shaping our childhoods.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, Ryan, you probably had a blast recording your Crossworlds lines, didn't you?
Yeah. It's funny too because people kept asking me what Sage would think about other characters, and I already knew because we had done the game, but I couldn't say that. But she meets all the other characters in the game, so it's like I knew, but I had to lie to you all for years. So thank you for allowing us to lie to you. I will continue to be lying to you for a while. That's how it goes, but I still love you.
Lie.
Well, first off, happy 35th anniversary to you guys.
Thanks, what'd you bring?
And also, happy 20th anniversary to you, Silver.
Thank you.
With all the crazy DLCs that Sonic Racing Crossworlds has been adding, like Avatar, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is there anyone that you guys would like to see added into Sonic Racing Crossworlds?
Hello Kitty.
Yes.
Yeah!
Yes.
That's possible.
Yes.
That's possible because of the collab that has just happened. That's possible.
Yeah. I'm gonna sideswipe this question and come at it from a different angle. I'm addicted to Fortnite. Hi, my name's Pete, and I'm a Fortnite addict. You're supposed to say hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
And so I cannot wait. I know that Silver is not getting a skin, or I assume that Silver is not getting a skin, but there are going to be Sonic Fortnite skins, and I'm very excited to play. So, yeah, I know that's not a Crossworlds edition, but it's another crossover world.
Our kids, okay, either our kids dragged us to Legoland or we dragged our kids to Legoland, I'm not sure. I'd love to see Lego Eggman.
Yeah, oddly enough, Evangelion, the anime I was referencing, yeah, that is crossing over into Crossworlds. I don't think it's going to have English audio. And weirdly enough, it's not the first time I've been in a game that another show I was in crossed over into that game. I'm in a game called Nikkei, and ReZero characters came into Nikkei, and we did voice them. So did Evangelion. Evangelion came into Nikkei, but we didn't voice, like, no one voiced, they were just in Japanese. So who knows? I mean, like he said, like Hello Kitty has done crossovers with Sonic already in plushies, toys, whatever. So we'll see. Pom Pom Pern is ready to meet Sage.
I literally screamed when they showed the Evangelion and Sonic announcement for it. I was like, what? How? Awesome.
You know, I haven't really thought about it, but oh my god, I think Sonic and Lego would be so cool. Like to see.
Well, we've done that.
Oh, you have?
We had
Lego Dimensions.
And the recent Sonic Lego sets.
Okay.
Did some animations for.
Nice.
But there hasn't been a full Sonic Lego game though, like a
No.
full game. I would love to see that.
I'd love to see that too.
It'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on up. Love your outfit, by the way.
It's very sharp, I've tried.
I would just like to first off say happy 35th anniversary, happy 20th anniversary, and all the other anniversaries that are happening this year.
So many. There's so many.
This is a question for everybody. Is there a piece of Sonic media that you feel your character should have been included in? If so, what is it?
Are you trying to make me walk off stage right now? I'm so angry at everything that Silver's not in. I think that because Sonic 06 was rushed out, and it got such blowback that Silver and Blaze, who I think is just the best character. We need more female heroes in the Sonic universe. And I think they have caught the short end of the stick, but I hope that down the line in the movies we get a Silver and Blaze. I assume timeline-wise that might happen, but I have no idea. Sega listens to the fans. Sega's not in charge of the movies. Paramount is in charge of the movies. Yep. And Paramount is a hellscape right now. And executives are not creatives. And so who knows what's going to happen. And I hope Jeff Fowler, who's such an amazing director and such an amazing creative, gets his say in some things.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like Jeff is gonna fight for that.
Of course. But that's, we all see how hard the battle has been against non-creative people. It's literally happening every day in our backyards. Both creatively, politically, all that stuff. So, here's a guy who he worked on games with us back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, and he's created this beautiful franchise, and now the more good that he does, the less say that he's going to have, because the more Paramount sees dollar signs.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to bring in creatives and the number crunchers unless it equals success all the time. So it's totally understandable, yeah. But I hope I really hope.
Yeah, I hope I'm
really,
100%
really hope.
wrong. I hope I'm 100%
Yeah,
wrong.
I really hope so.
The answer can only be Sonic and the Black Knight, which had no Eggman. Thank you very much. No, we must correct that wrong.
Wait, who would Eggman be in that world?
The Jester?
Man, I mean, honestly, I feel like Green the Rabbit is very underappreciated in the Sonic world, so thank you. The fact that she's back now, I'm celebrating and super happy about. I know I have a couple of champions at Sega who are fans of hers, so it's, they're trying to be more proactive about putting her in more games. She was missing for a long time, so to go back to that, it's like I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. I just want to move forward and have her present in more of the stuff coming.
Sage has kind of been in what she can be in so far, which is very fortunate. She was in the podcast. I'm not wearing the shirt today, but she was in the Chaotix K-Spouse podcast and Crossworld. So we'll see what happens in the future. I guess the only answer I have to that is whenever there's merch, I'm always like, is there going to be a Sage? And there never is a Sage. So more merch would be cool, especially the Hello Kitty. It's funny because they did the Hello Kitty crossover this last year, and Eggman is dressed as Pom Pom Pudding, who I voice in Hello Kitty. So I'm like, you're so, that is right. This is cool, but it could be a smidge even cooler if we had Sage merch. But yeah, I mean, wherever we see more of her is an honor and a blessing. So we'll see what happens. But I'm thankful for the ride.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on up.
Hello, everybody. Happy anniversary to you all.
Oh, that's good.
The question is for Pete. I wanted to ask, what was Sonic the Awakening going to be?
Great question. I don't know. So as far as I know, this is complete conjecture. They probably had a silver game in mind. They blew it with 06. And they had it on my IMDb. I did not put it on there. They did, and then promptly removed it at some point. And so, yeah, as far as I know, it was a game that was in development and then stopped being in development, which happens more often than you think. And I think they just jumped the gun on putting it on my IMDb. I don't know why they would ever do that. I assume so. Yeah. And yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, as far as I know, it probably was, but yeah, it could have gotten leaked. A fan could have. That's the problem. IMDb has tightened their ship since then, but at some point you could. That's just Wikipedia. I had a Wikipedia page forever that said I had 4 aliases. My nickname was the Sniper, and it was all awesome stuff. But I didn't put any of it there. Someone else did. Please only call me the Sniper from now on. I know. So
I believe it is now canon.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I don't have a better answer for you.
That was good for me. Thank you guys.
You've heard my pitch for a silver game. They could easily do something like that.
For sure. Look, the fans are asking for a silver game. It's just so hard. Sega has their hands in so many pots right now, and I think it's going to happen. They're so good about listening to what the fans want. I think it's just destined to happen at some point.
I believe so.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It's okay, I'll just do that.
Take the top one down. Yeah. Tilt it down.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness, thank you. Okay, this
You
one's
have
a bit-
experience.
This is more of a character kind of question. So, what would your character's favorite season or seasonal drink would be?
I think Silver would really like the fall, and he would love to make some homemade apple cider with Blaze.
Oh.
I'll give you one guess. Carrot juice.
Carrot juice is my favorite drink. And I don't know, when are carrots in the summer? Carrot season is my favorite season.
I think it would be really cute if Sage asked, Father, may I have some hot chocolate?
The dead of winter and hot chocolate that's entirely too hot.
Excellent question. All right, we got a couple minutes left. I think we can get through all of you.
Speed
We're
round?
doing a speed
We'll
round.
try to answer quicker too.
Yeah.
So being here made me realize that Universal Studios has Super Nintendo Land, but there's no Sonic version of that, which I think is a shame. We're like way overdue for that. If there was a Sonic like theme park or whatever, what game or what level or whatever would you base it on?
There's been one in Dubai, Sonic Spin Dash, which I recorded, Jason and I recorded the intro for. So that should exist again and come here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like a full theme, man, not just like paint the roller coaster blue or something. Or, yeah.
I mean, we literally have Eggman, man. So there's at least one portion of it.
I think there should be a silver ride that's not really a ride. They just strap you into a thing, and then Silver says, "It's no use," and then it shoots you up into the air. I think that would be a great ride.
And then the snipers show up.
You know the ride that has like the drop?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Instead.
There would be lots of lawsuits.
Thank you. Come on up.
Hi, what's up, guys? Happy anniversary to all you guys. And also, Pete, you were awesome with Bradley Jones last night. I loved it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So, about the movies, no less, if you guys, especially, this is going to you here, Pete.
Sure.
If you got to reprise Silver for one of the movies, and especially if any of you guys ever got to be in the films, would you be able to, like, voice Silver for the films?
Man, from your lips to whatever universe listens, we would all love to be able to voice our characters for the film. 100%. That is what we want. That's what we do. That's why we do it. We love being these things. We love the reactions that you guys have. So yes, absolutely 100%.
Oh, thank you!
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah! Thank you, guys!
Be good, doctor.
Woohoo!
What's on your mind?
Like a mirror.
Dr. Ivo Robotnik, and I was wondering, what's your opinion on that elastic hedgehog on
Oh, you mean those jerks? The jerks.
You are awesome. I love your question. Thank you, John.
They must be eliminated.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Hey guys, you're in Southern California, so I thought I'd ask, what's your guys' character's favorite theme park ride or theme park around here? Funny you mentioned Legoland.
Sorry about this. A little bit. We're having a bit of a technical difficulty because Jonathan has to get a new battery charger.
Yeah, I love Space Mountain. Yes. That's my favorite.
Yeah!
Do you want our personal ones? Oh, I don't know. Silver loves Six Flags, where you can almost die on every ride.
Action Park, New Jersey, look it up. Where people did die on every ride.
Right, do you know that...
He's
you don't know
right.
this, I bungee jumped once in my life, and it was at Action Park, and the fact that I'm here living, talking to you guys, is absolutely insane.
Jump, freaking hell.
Yeah, it is a park that is, like, people have died at, a ton of lawsuits. Class Action Park is what they call it.
Look at the video.
No, I looped on the movie about it. It's called Action Park.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Sage would obviously like the Tron ride. I think is right up her alley.
How did I not know about this Action Park?
Thank you.
Guys.
Wow. Thank you.
So for each of your characters, what non-canon headcanon that you have would you like to think real? So it could be an event, something that happens to them in the future, or something in their past, or a hobby. What would you have become canon?
I would like Silver to surf.
Yes.
You get Silver Surfer, I surf. I think it would be really fun to have Silver surfing. I know it's ridiculous and absolutely
It would make sense,
non-impactful, but it
though.
would be fun.
That makes sense.
Okay, let's have Eggman surf too.
Oh my god, that would be great.
Can we all just be a part of the surf crew AFL surf? Yeah, yes. I'm in.
Sonic Surf Crew, brah.
Good afternoon. I just want to say happy anniversary. Thank you. And my question is, I know Dr. Eggman has had interactions with Sonic and Shadow, but just random, how would Silver and Dr. Eggman do in In-N-Out drive-thru?
In-N-Out drive-thru. Ivo, what do you want?
Well, you can't have anything. The ice cream machine's broken. So it's
Thank you, guys. Great question. Awesome.
He said the thing.
Hi guys, super random question for all of you. What's your guys' favorite cereals and what's eaten for a year?
Fruity Pebbles, hands down. I will kill someone. Don't touch my Fruity Pebbles.
Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
That crap every single day. I eat it dry. I don't even need the milk. That's how I roll.
For the sake of the roof of my mouth, I can't say Captain Crunch, so I'll say Golden Grams.
What about Crunch Berries? Can you have Crunch Berries or no? Same thing? Same thing?
What?
No.
Science.
Yeah, I like so many different cereals, but right now I'm digging like regular cornflakes, and I maybe would eat them for a year depending on the price. Would I be paid to do this in this scenario? Then probably, yes.
Thank you. We got a few minutes left. I think we can get everybody in. Come on up, come on up.
Is that an offer?
No pressure. All the
See
pressure.
you guys again. Now, my question is, so since Sage now exists, does that mean that, Neo Metal, if that ever happened again, Sage can make sure, nope, you can't do that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's like one of those questions that it's like we have to wait to find out. The people who write the world will decide that for us. I don't know. Yeah. Good question though. We'll find out together.
Hi, I just wanted to ask what it was like to work on the Galaxy Case file. Sorry, Pete.
So cool.
It was so fun. I felt like Cream, we saw a little bit more of her personality in it that we don't really see in the video game, so it was fun. Yes, Jenny Okamory is my mom.
More fun than humans should be allowed to have.
I recorded alone. I know some people, it looked like from pictures online that maybe Colleen and Silverstein and Matt Mercer were maybe together for some, because they posted pictures of them together in the studio. So I think they must have done at least one group record, which, so, but I understand them chemistry-wise, a lot of that has to do with their dynamic and their timing with those three, because they really carry it. The rest of us are kind of cameos, so, but it was so fun. I mean, it was such a. They were trying to get that made for a long time. The producers of Team Sega America told me it was happening. Oh man, a couple years before we actually did it. So it was in development for a long time because of course it has to get approved by everyone. So I was actually really shocked that it came back around and we were actually going to do it. And then it turned out so funny. And so the sound. If you guys haven't heard it, the sound design is peak. It's so good. It's you can envision all of this happening. It's so cool. So please listen if you haven't. You can find it on Spotify.
Thank you.
Just search Sonic.
Hello. This is a question for Pete. Are you up to date with the current MCU?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. In your personal opinion, do you think Silver will remember who Peter Parker is as Spider-Man, or will he be one of the people who forgets?
It depends on their secret handshake. I don't want to spoil the movie, so I can't really. Did everyone see Spider-Man? Yeah, see.
Not yet.
Well, it's fantastic. You know what? I feel like if anyone would let Silver's brain in on something, it would be the person, the villain / hero of the movie, other than Spider-Man, that may be an X-Man, and I'm trying not to spoil it without saying it. And I feel like her and Silver would have a connection. So yeah, he'd remember Spider.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, great question.
So Peter Parker is Spider-Man?
He also remembers Saul Spiderman, who is his New York deli guy. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
I'll try to keep this super quick because we only have much more time left. I guess kind of a similar question to the last panel. When you guys are struggling in the booth, if you guys like, because you're all perfect and everything, of course, and then anything
Thank
that's
you
wrong
for
is-
knowing that.
It's their direction, not your delivery. But when there is that disconnect, like just how do you rectify it between yourselves and like the directors and what they're asking for versus what you feel like?
Directors always win, but we collaborate. So we'll give them something. They don't like it, they'll have us give them something else. And usually we agree, but they win.
I think a lot of people don't understand that all art is collaborative, right? And so from us to something might be amazing to us or the director and the engineer's like, guys, that doesn't work. So it's and the writers and the producers, like there's so many people that we're answering to. It's all a collaborative process, and that's part of being a creative, is being able to take a note and move in a different direction.
And does it ever break your heart when you're like, it needs to be in this direction though?
If it is, then you're not a good actor, because like it is always a collaborative process. You're not in charge of it. You bring what you can to the role, no matter what that role is, in my opinion.
And it's always great to listen and see which take they selected.
Yeah, I mean, do I always agree with the takes they select? No, but the only thing I think as an actor that you can do is say, hey, can I just give you this? You can give them, you have to give them what they're asking for, and then you can give them something else. And sometimes the something else is like, oh, I really like that. Let's go with that one. You just never know.
And sometimes those just get a laugh and don't get used, but you laugh about it and that's okay. Wait, I have something.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not using it. All right.
Ultimately, we have to trust that the director is the director for a reason, and they know more about the overall world of the game or the show than you do. I'm just one person. They're seeing it from the bird's eye view, how all these moving parts work together. So you really are part of our job. You have to do two things. You have to bring your own perspective to the table. You're bringing a strong opinion, like that you've developed this character. You're putting it on the table, and then you have to be really okay with them adjusting that. And you have to be really comfortable with being molded and being sculpted, and they're going to tell you, throw this out, try to sprinkle a little bit more of this in, and you really just have to listen. And it's hard sometimes, you might be really attached to one thought, but you really have to just let that go and trust that they are doing their job for a reason. Well, I'm not the director. Bottom line is I'm paid from what I do, and they're paid for what they do, and you have to know who's in charge, and they are in charge, period. And they listen to the client. That is just how it works. So,
I will say though, as a director, because I've been directing a lot lately, I will always take a suggestion from my actors. Like, it is a collaborative effort, and if my actor has an idea, I want to hear it. Like, give it to me. Let's see. Maybe it's going to be better than what I thought. You never know.
Also, one last thing. It's never personal. No one's going to redirect you because the Pete sucks. It's just like, oh, I have an idea, or the client has an idea, or no one's ever doing it because it's wrong. They're doing it to try something else, and it's never a personal thing.
Thank you again, everybody.
Great question.
Thank you.
All right, so yes, last question. I guess we still got time. All right.
I got one question for you all. Where's my Chaos Emerald?
Well, I can tell you one place they might be, but it's not very appropriate.
Mine's at home in my kitchen. I forgot it.
more emeralds. Where's my emeralds? I don't have them.
Mine are at the jewelry store being cleaned.
Thank you guys.
All right, thank you all so much.
Woo!
Mike, Michelle, Pete.
Hey, also, we're at our tables for another hour, huh?
Yep.
So come and visit us for the last hour in that room, find the hottest room here, and that's where we'll be.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes, go visit them, the tables, go get an autograph, go support them. Thank you all so much for being here on behalf of Sonic Boost.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Y'all have a great night.
Woo! Hey, Paul. Have a great day.
Great question, man.
Thank you.
Glad you had a lot of fun with that.
I had a wonderful time at the con. Wish you best of luck, Pauly.